Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to go through an interview experience shared by one of our followers who recently attended the Capgemini Accelerate Drive, and let's dive into the questions they were asked. We will provide some clear and concise answer to help you prepare. The interview began with a self-introduction. This is your chance to briefly talk about your background, education, and relevant experience. Now, let's see the technical questions asked in the interview. The first question is, what is object oriented programming? Object oriented programming is a programming paradigm based on the concept of objects which can contain data in the form of fields and code in form of procedure. It emphasizes concepts like inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, and polymorphism. The second question is, what is an object? An object is an instance of class, and it is a basic unit of OOPs that represent real world entities and attributes and behaviors. And now let's see the third question. The third question is, what is class? A class is a blueprint of creating object. It defines a data type by bundling data and methods that work on the data in one single unit. The fourth question is, what are commonly used object-oriented programming languages? Commonly used OOP languages include C++, Java, Python, and C#. The fifth question is, what is the difference between overloading and overriding? Overloading involves having multiple methods with the same name but different parameter within the class. And overriding involves redefining a method from parent class in a subclass to provide a specific implementation. The sixth question is, what is the difference between a structure and a class? Structure, by default, members of a structure are public, and a class, by default, members of class are private. Classes support features like inheritance, polymorphism, which structures typically do not. And let's see the seventh question. The seventh question is, what are access modifier? Access modifier define the scope of accessibility of members of class. Commonly assess the modifier include public, private, and protected. Public is accessible from anywhere. Private is accessible only within a class. Protected is accessible within the class and derived class. Now, let's see the eighth question. The eighth question is, what is inheritance? Inheritance is a feature of OOP where a new class inherits attribute of a method from an existing class. And the ninth question is, what is difference between drop and truncate in SQL? Drop deletes the entire table including its structure. Truncate deletes all rows from the table but keeps the structure intact for the future use. The 10th question is, what is the size of int data type in C++? The size of int data type in C++ is typically 4 bytes, but it can vary depending on the system. The 11th question is, what function is used to retrieve the number of characters in a string? In C++, the length or size member function of the std string class is used to get the number of characters in a string. The 12th question is, can you explain OOPs concept in C++? Now, let's see the OOPs concept in C++. First one is encapsulation. Bundling data and methods that operate on a data within a single unit. The second one is abstraction. Hiding complex implementation details and showing only the essential features of an object. The third one is inheritance. Creating new classes from an existing one to promote code reuse. The fourth one is polymorphism. Allowing entities to represent in multiple forms, typically via method overriding and method overloading. And let's see the 13th question. The 13th question is, when is the void return type used? The void return function is used when a function does not need a return a value. At the end of the interview, the interviewer asked any questions for them. This is an opportunity to ask about the company's work culture, the team you will working with, or any other queries you have about the role. And that's the end of the video. Good luck with your interview at Capgemini. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it to your friends.